Some of these rappers were right at the top. Some were days from it. One decision ended all of it. These are the dumbest ways rappers crashed out. We're building as we go, so stay to the end. Subscribe if you're not here already. In February 2021, Lontrell Williams Jr. released his debut mixtape, Shiesty Season. It debuted at number 3 on the Billboard 200. Back in Blood with Lil Durk was everywhere. It was one of the cleanest breakout stories rap had seen in years. He'd already been arrested before any of that came out. In October 2020, 4 months before the mixtape dropped, Shiesty was involved in an alleged armed robbery in Bay Harbor Islands, Florida. The meeting was supposed to be a marijuana and sneaker deal. According to prosecutors, Shiesty shot a man and fled the scene in a McLaren. Surveillance footage reportedly captured the exit. He was charged with aggravated battery and armed robbery. He was out on bond when Shiesty Season debuted at number 3. He was still out on bond when Back in Blood was charting. In June 2021, he was arrested again after a shooting at a strip club in Miami. The federal government stepped in. In April 2022, he was sentenced to 63 months in federal prison for conspiracy to possess firearms in furtherance of crimes of violence. He served his time. He came home in October 2025. He released FDO in December 2025, and it debuted at number 12 on the Hot 100. The comeback was real. Then in January 2026, federal prosecutors alleged that Shiesty traveled to a recording studio in Dallas with a crew that included his own father and fellow rapper, Big 30. According to the indictment, the group executed an armed takeover of the studio. Pooh Shiesty allegedly pointed an AK-style pistol at Gucci and demanded he sign a release from his 1017 Records contract. Other Gucci affiliates were allegedly robbed of watches, jewelry, and cash. One person was allegedly choked to near unconsciousness. Shiesty was arrested in April 2026. The comeback lasted 4 months. This next case is different. Shiesty was an established name. The rapper coming up next is someone most people outside of Philadelphia had never heard of. He made sure they would, though. Kizir Reeves was born in 2005 in Germantown, Philadelphia. By 2023, he was 18 years old and building real momentum in Philly's drill scene. He had music out and people paying attention. On April 28, 2023, prosecutors allege Reeves was involved in a robbery during a gun swap in the Crescentville section of Philadelphia that turned into a shooting. 3 teenagers were killed: Malik Ballard, 17, Khalif Fresgi, 17, and Salah Fleming, 14 years old. A 4th victim, a 16-year-old, was shot in the abdomen and survived. Within days of the shooting, Reeves posted on Instagram. He wrote, "I do not have any involvement in drugs or sales of drugs, nor partake in any involvement in street crime. This account is strictly for entertainment purposes only." Then he sat down and did a full YouTube interview about his life and his music career. He was arrested just 3 days after that interview. Prosecutors charged him with 2 counts of murder, attempted murder, robbery, and illegal gun possession. Reeves has been held without bail at Kern-Fromhold Jail in Philadelphia since September 2023. In January 2025, a music video surfaced online. He'd filmed it from inside his jail cell on a contraband phone. The song was called "I'm Still Alive." He's in an orange jumpsuit. Behind him were dirty cement walls, a metal toilet, and a bucket of yellow liquid. He rapped at the camera anyway. He was only 18 when this all started. This next case is on a completely different scale, one of the fastest rises in recent rap history, and one of the most ironic endings imaginable. In 2018, Jamel Demons, who also goes by YNW Melly, released "Murder on My Mind." The song peaked at number 14 on the Billboard Hot 100. It was an emotionally raw, melodic track that introduced his style to a mainstream audience and landed him a deal with 300 Entertainment. Then Kanye West heard his music and personally tracked him down to collaborate. The result was Mixed Personalities, which went platinum and peaked at number 42 on the Hot 100. Melly was 19 years old and his debut mixtape was charting. On October 26, 2018, two of his closest friends and fellow YNW members, Anthony Williams and Christopher Thomas Jr., were shot and killed in Fort Lauderdale after a late-night studio session. Melly and another YNW member drove the bodies to the hospital and told police it was a drive-by shooting. Prosecutors allege Melly and his co-defendant were the ones who pulled the triggers from inside the car and then staged the scene to make themselves appear to be surviving victims. Among the evidence presented at trial, an Instagram direct message in which Melly allegedly responded to a question about the deaths by typing, "Shh, I did that." On February 13th, 2019, Melly turned himself in. He was charged with 2 counts of premeditated first-degree murder. He faces either life without parole or the death penalty if convicted. His first trial in 2023 ended in a hung jury. He's been in pretrial detention for over 7 years without a conviction. His retrial is currently scheduled for January 2027. He turned 27 this month inside a Broward County jail cell. His breakout song was called Murder on My Mind. Before any of these stories existed, there was a version of this that happened in a different era. One moment and a career that was being built to last. In the late 1990s, Shyne was being openly compared to the notorious B.I.G., not by fans online, by people inside the industry who were there when Biggie was alive and understood what that comparison meant. He had the voice, the cadence, the presence, and a Bad Boy Records co-sign from Diddy. He was being positioned as a generational talent. He was just 21 years old. On December 27, 1999, Shyne was at Club New York in Manhattan alongside Diddy and Jennifer Lopez. A confrontation escalated. Shots were fired. 3 people were wounded. Diddy was acquitted of all charges. Shyne was convicted of assault, reckless endangerment, and illegal weapons possession. He was sentenced to 10 years in prison. He was released in 2009. But Shyne, born Jamal Barrow in Belize City, Belize, was never a United States citizen. The moment he walked out of that prison, he was deported. He hasn't been legally allowed to return to the United States since. Every label, every studio, every show that builds a career, every room where decisions about hip-hop get made, it's all in the United States. And Shyne can't go back. He converted to Orthodox Judaism in prison and changed his name. He's made music from outside the country and even served a term in Belize's parliament. But the career that had real infrastructure behind it in 1999, the one that people in that industry were genuinely excited about, that career never got to exist. One night, one arrest, gone. Every case we've covered has a real weight to it. This last one does too, just in a completely different direction. In the late 1990s, Canibus was considered one of the most technically gifted lyricists in hip-hop. People were calling him the next Rakim. In circles where technical rapping was taken seriously, his debut track, a diss record against LL Cool J, announced him as someone who wasn't afraid of anyone. On June 9th, 2012, Canibus agreed to battle the rapper Disaster at a live pay-per-view event in Los Angeles. Battle rap has one fundamental rule that everyone who participates in it understands. You don't read from written material in a freestyle battle. That's the entire point of the format. In the third round, Canibus pulled out a legal notepad and began reading his bars from it. The crowd turned on him immediately. A renowned music producer who goes by The Alchemist was sitting ringside. He later said watching it was like being on the set of a snuff film. Talib Kweli tweeted in real time that he was disturbed. Canibus effectively forfeited the battle as the crowd reaction made it impossible to continue. Then he posted on Tumblr. In it, he said he'd been abducted by agents of the dark world, who he described as human blood-sucking leeches. His manager publicly issued a statement asking everyone to disregard the post. 14 years of being one of rap's most respected lyricists. Gone in 1/3 round. And then he made it worse. 5 rappers, 5 endings. The music doesn't protect you, the momentum doesn't protect you, and the come up definitely doesn't protect you. At some point, what you do outside of the booth is the only thing that matters. Every single one of these careers found that out. If you want more of these, subscribe and hit the notifications bell to turn them on. We drop new videos every week, and we've got stories lined up that go even harder than this.